Today, we are taking you to Selma, Alabama. This morning, CBS 46 anchor Sean Gables is on the road, headed to the Selma Bridge Crossing Jubilee. Sean, you're joining a group from Atlanta. How far into the journey are you right now?
Megan, we're about 45 minutes into the journey. It's a 2.5-hour ride. We are being escorted by Fulton County deputies. They are in front of us, and they're at the end of our caravan, also protecting us from the back end. They are escorting us all the way from Atlanta to Selma. They're going to stay there and wait for us while we have a full itinerary of church services as soon as we arrive. Then we're going to go visit some really important places. Nat King Cole, where he once lived. We're going to look at his home, also one by Martin Luther King. And we're also going to, the historic moment, and the one that really has drawn out more than 150 people for this trip today, is to take those sacred steps across the Edmund Pettus Bridge. That really was the birthplace where the Voters' Rights Act was passed, because almost 600 people, including Georgia Congressman John Lewis, back when he was just a young civil rights activist, walking across trying to get us the right to vote, and was beaten to a pulp. It was aired on national TV, and it really changed the arc of history. I have Quinn Swanson, who is with the Voter Empowerment Collective. You helped organize this trip. This is which year is this that we're going as a group?
For me, it is my 12th year.
Your 12th year. And every year, are you learning something new?
Every year, it's a great experience, and I do learn something new each time I go.
What can folks that are watching us on TV right now, and they're like, well, you know, why go? I mean, we have it in the history books. You know, we've had a movie about Selma. What is the significance of actually going there and visiting?
Well, if you are the type of person who really wants to see change in your local communities, in your national community, if you really care about the people in those communities, taking this pilgrimage is definitely something that you must do, and definitely bring your children, because they need to see up close and personal what our forefathers had to go through in order for us to have this right to vote.
For this trip today, it's the 55th anniversary. There's 2 charter buses and then a whole bunch of more people that are traveling behind us. The demographics, we have people as young as 6 years old to some seasoned veterans on this bus. If someone wanted to go, how do they get involved?
Well, if they wanted to go, they could definitely contact me, because I am the treasurer for Voter Empowerment Collaborative. My phone number is 404-454-9347, and I could definitely give them the information that they're needing for next year's trip.
On this bus ride for 2.5 hours, we have been singing spiritual songs,
yes, we have.
freedom ride songs.
Yes,
we're going to have some prayer. Yes. It's been some laugh, but some folks have been sharing their own personal testimony too.
Yes, they have. Yes, they have, because it's different for each person. I really like to hear from our young people, you know, how this impacts them, what they're feeling about it. We have an organization under the VEC umbrella called Future Voters of America, where we meet monthly at our West End Mall in Atlanta, and we really try to educate them on the importance of voting. Our vice president is actually on the bus. I think she's sleeping right now. But it's just really, really awesome to get your young people involved, because they are our future. Those are the ones that's going to be handling this and coordinating this trip soon.
Right. And you know, Super Tuesday, we're just days away. If you haven't registered to vote, you won't be able to vote in that upcoming election. But there's many more elections, and we're not just talking about voting for presidents, but also all those other elections, city council, local votes. The importance of voting. Do you think that message is lost?
Yes and no. Because with our local communities, it's really important. I think some people feel that if they vote for the president, that'll just take care of everything. But I'm always telling my children, if you want your school lunches to be better, we have to vote for our school superintendents. If you want your family members who are incarcerated to be represented fairly, we have to vote for those judges and things like that in our communities. If you want the potholes on your street where you live to be fixed,
vote.
You better vote. Your council members. So it's really, really important that they know about these local elections and get out there. If we want to make changes in a big way, we have to start small. and work our way up.
Well, Quinn, we're about to wrap things up. Megan, you can see there's these monitors up throughout the bus. We're actually watching stories of civil rights history, of some of the atrocities that communities of color have faced as little as 55 years ago. We're not talking about hundreds and hundreds of years. This is really, we have a living generation, folks who are on this bus who have endured Jim Crow, who have endured not being able to vote, who had to go eat in restaurants and not be able to drink from water fountains if they weren't the right color. So this is not just a trip of history. It's one that has historical value, but also one that's spiritual. It's my first time going to Selma. And as we leave, Megan, I've recruited Quinn. She sings at her church, but she's singing with me today. Come on. So before we go, let's just say, soon it will be done. I don't know all the words.
I don't know the words,
Oh, okay,
but
well, let's
we
sing
can
what
make
you
our
know.
own words.
Go ahead.
I ain't gonna let nobody turn it around. Turn me around.
Megan, see ya.
Turn me around. I ain't gonna let nobody turn me around. We're gonna keep on walking, keep on talking, marching up to freedom land.
Whoa, I'm gonna go to break. Megan, see you next hits. See you next hits.
All
See
right,
you
Sean,
next hit.
thank you. A heartfelt bus ride there on the road to Selma this morning. And Sean is bringing us her journey, documenting it all day long.